my name is Shannon and this is my channel, The Sewing Warehouse, where I talk to you about my dressmaking journey. So if you have seen my Friday sews from last week, you will know I went to the Creative Craft Show with Adele and Becky. And I gave myself a little bit of a freebie to buy some winter fabrics. And just basically buy what I liked, which is not something I normally do. I always go with a plan. So I went a little bit wild and I bought loads of fabrics and I'm going to show you. So we went to the Creative Craft Show. We were there at like 9:30 in the morning when it opens. Reason being, there was a Stitch Fabrics pop-up in Solihull, which is quite near the NEC, and we all love Stitch Fabrics, and when they do a pop-up shop they bring loads more fabrics than when they do a show, basically because the space is so much cheaper. So Becky had never been to a Stitch Fabric pop-up and she really wanted to go. I love their fabrics and I wasn't on a fabric ban like they were, so I want to go as well. And at first we thought, oh, maybe we'll go in the morning, but Adele was being strong and she said, no, I don't have to go. So we were like, okay, well, we won't go then. But we got there at the Creative Craft Show early in the morning and we were like, well, maybe if we have enough time in the afternoon we can go after. Which, spoiler alert, is exactly what happened. But first we went into the Creative Craft Show. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Creative Craft Show in the NEC is kind of like the Knitting and Stitching Festival, or just basically a conference hall with lots of stands and people selling all craft related supplies. So because it's a craft show and not like the Knitting and Stitching Show or the Festival of Quilts, it's not just sewing related, it's all craft related. So you will find fewer fabric stands and more different kind of crafts. And in November they do combine it with the Christmas show as well. So you got everything in one hall. And it just attracts a lot more people. The stands are closer together as well, so the paths aren't as wide, so it just feels a lot more crowded than the Festival of Quilts. So if you're thinking about going to such a show, it's just something to keep in mind. If you would purely go for sewing related items, I would suggest either the Knitting and Stitching Show, the Festival of Quilts, or the Sewing for Pleasure, which both of those last two are also in the NEC at a different time of the year. But enough chatting, let me show you some fabrics. So the first stand we went to was Becky's Sewing Studio. She has a shop over on Etsy and I think she just opened her own website as well. I have bought fabric from her before and I have loved those fabrics, so I knew I was going to get good quality buying from her, and she does sell at a good price range as well. Now, she has some amazing prints. I will tell you, I could have bought the whole stall out because I just loved her prints. But I went for only 2 fabrics because it was just the first stand. So I figured I wanted to see more before committing to more, basically. So the first one is just this kind of simple jersey, or is it jersey actually? It's French terry, I think. Yeah. Which is just this stripy fabric, which is just going to be a simple top because I just don't have enough winter tops, and I figured this would keep me nice and warm in the winter, and would be a good layering piece, like I can wear it under a blazer or something like that. And then I saw this fabric and I fell in love with it, and it is this cotton twill fabric. It's a little bit of a stretchy one, but I just love this print. And I got 3.5 meters of this, thinking I will make a short sleeved blanket flight suit, which I think are going to be amazing. I think it would look great. So I was off to a good start there. Then after that we went to the Lily fabric stand, and I love their fabrics. I think their prints are so amazing. So I actually didn't buy any prints from them, but I did buy some other things. It's basically this wool mix. It's kind of like a camely color, and I actually bought the same fabric but in green, and they're both gonna be waistcoats. If you know what I mean. I've shown you the pattern for it on my Friday Sews vlog from this week, or last week I should say, that I got from the Sops table. So this is what I had in mind making it. So I think that I'm gonna make this one first, just twirl it. This will be a bit more of a neutral one, and then the green one will be fun. And then from that stand I also bought some grey cable knit. Like I said, I need more things to keep me warm in the winter, and I think this would make an amazing Nico dress from Tobias. So I love the high color just because it keeps me warm. And then obviously the long sleeve version, and I think it will keep me nice and warm. In my home office or even just at work, I think I could wear it there. So this is what I bought before we even drank coffee with each other. And obviously we saw loads of more fabrics, but I did not end up buying anything more at the Creative Craft Show, just because it wasn't really what I was looking for. So I love the prints, but I was really looking for some more plain jerseys, because I really want to make some simple tops that I could just wear under cardigans or under blazers or under waistcoats or something like that. So I don't want it to be like with a big print or any kind of print. I first need to focus on some basics, and what I found at the Creative Craft Show were amazing fabrics, but were all heavy printed. So the prints are amazing, but obviously you then need to think about, okay, if I'm gonna go for a print like that, I will need something that fits with that. So I just, yeah, I didn't buy anything more. But like I said, we did go to the Stitch Fabrics pop-up shop, and I will tell you that Stitch Fabrics is just, they sell amazing fabrics for good prices, and they have got some good deals. They've got dead stock fabric, they've got just anything you want, you could basically find. And they do like different price ranges as well. Like there was a fabric I saw that was 100% silk, Tessuti fabric, but it was £35 a meter. But can't really justify that. But what I will say is that if you have a chance to go to a Stitch Fabrics pop-up, go for it. They usually go in these community halls, so entry is free. They will have a shit ton of fabric, like so much fabric that they just bring, and they just are there for a day and sometimes two, and you can just peruse through everything. It's not busy. You have your time to look over everything. They're also so happy to help you. So if you go to their website, if you scroll down and you select events, you can see per date where they will be. So I definitely recommend going there. Now, like I said, I have gone a bit wild and I don't usually buy so much fabrics, but the fabrics I have bought, I love. So let's start with the first one, which is this dark green fabric. It's got butterflies and ladybugs on it. And I bought 2 meters for this fabric to make a blouse, because all the blouses I have for work are a bit falling apart, so I really need to start making some. And I figured I will trial it. I've got a pattern, I will trial it once, and then if it fits I will just batch make a couple. I think that would be best. Now we've got this fabric, and I believe this was a dead stock. I can't remember what he said it was. But anyway, yeah, this was only £4 a meter, and the quality feels amazing. It's good. It's just a viscose Italian. Little secret about this fabric. I bought 2 meters of it, but I think he accidentally cut 4 meters because there's way more than 2 meters here. But I still just want to make a blouse because I don't see myself wearing a dress in this fabric. So I will have lots left over, I reckon. Then I got this viscose twill. That will also be a blouse. It just has a little bit more structure, but still nice and drapey. Be nice to wear in the office. Now, as you can see, there's a fold here. But what he did is he measured 2 meters from this area. So I've got 2 meters of good fabric, and then I've got a little bit before that as well. So I can make something else with it. So that's good. Good, good, good. Now this one. I fell in love with it. So this is a pure wool, and it's very nice. And I've been looking for some fabric to make a suit, and I really wanted maybe like some viscose twill or something, but I just wasn't finding it at the show. There wasn't any at Stitch Fabrics, but I loved this fabric. But at £18 a meter, I couldn't justify buying 4 meters of it. So I bought 2, and I will make some trousers to go with those blouses that I just showed you. And then, obviously, the chunkiest purchase I made. Well, this. Oh, it's so snug. I just want to hold it. It's so soft. I love it. Oh, so I've been looking to make a wool winter coat for some time, but it's just very difficult to find the perfect fabric. I think that's where I'm getting a bit stuck. I just need to make a decision and, you know, start making, because another winter will pass and I will not have a warm winter coat. So I was like umming and ahhing between a couple of fabrics. There was a pure wool fabric, but it wasn't the colour that I wanted. There was a wool mix, which was green, a bit thinner than this, which was really lovely, and I actually chose that, but there wasn't enough fabric. So I ended up with this one, and I mean, I love this one, so I think this will make a very, very nice coat. And now I've cut out the pattern. I'm making the Simplicity 8796. And then this morning I was like, oh, is this going to be the right pattern for this fabric? I'm not sure, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, I'm just going to have to go through with it because the fabric's here now, the pattern's ready. I just need to start making. And if it's not the perfect outcome, then I'll just make another one. So yeah, I think it's gonna be nice, warm and winter. So yeah, that is all that I bought on Friday. I have actually needed a second box now, so it is happening. My stash is growing, which is not necessarily the intention I had, but I did enjoy just having a bit of free reign, so to say, and buying just fabrics that I like because I know I really need this. The fabrics I have, they're nice, but they're a bit more summery, so I'm just not gonna sew them up anytime soon. And these are really, I really need to work on my winter wardrobe, just because, like I've said multiple times, I don't even have tops with long sleeves, and it makes me cold. Like I've got, this sweater is nice, but this bit is so cold. So yeah, I'm very excited to get making. I was very tempted to go to Guthrie and Ghani after we went to Stitch Fabrics, but because I have seen some fabric that I want from there as well for my winter wardrobe, but I didn't because I figured I need to get sewing a little bit first. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my haul, and for now, let's go sew.